Welcome everyone to the Speed Simpsons race between Being of Universe and Zoton. Being has a 131, is 71st on the board, and got a PB, I believe, during the tournament. Zoton has a 139, and they are 129th on the board. They got a PB in 2023. It is
Wow, that long
60
ago.
FPS for Being and 120 for Zoton. If both runners are ready, we can go ahead and do a countdown.
I'm gonna do this until we're ready.
Just a moment.
I'm basically ready. I'm just gonna quit to the menu and make sure save is loaded and such.
I'm ready.
Okay, 1 second. I will verify that I have loaded the correct save, even though I only have one save. If we're starting from resume, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right. On GLGL, you can resume the game. So do 3, 2, 1, GLGL.
Good luck.
GLGM.
Zoton is going to skip the bush strat and just go for this drive around. Probably get the coin sometime later. Being of Universe is going to do the same.
Mission complete. Go back home and talk.
Got a 115 Cola Caper for Zoton.
Holy leap.
Let's do this thing! I love to sit.
What the heck were you thinking? I'm calling mother. Woohoo!
Just call me Air Homer. Take this!
Unfortunate pausing for Being. It looked like maybe clicked out of the window for a second. So that's going to lose a little bit of time, but shouldn't be anything too definitive at this point in the race. Zoton having a little driving trouble. Classic problem in this mission where you're trying to fit through the car and the wall and then you hit something. Being is going to skip the boxes here.
Oh my god.
Let's roll!
Both starting petty theft. Zoton has a slight lead at this point, maybe by 10-15 seconds.
Vengeance will be mine.
Scared and disoriented.
But also, Being's coins are a bit
What's next? Plan is cooler.
on the lower side because they didn't get the boxes in SMRT.
You...
So we'll see how they try to make up for the coins.
You're not gonna get more? Almost done. Now I need Flanders.
They're gonna be a bit low for getting the Mr. Plow, or the Plow King. I get those two mixed up.
Okay, last one. Now where did I leave Rod's stupid inhaler? Duh, on top of the dump truck.
So hopefully Being
Turn
gets
this
some
up before the
coins.
cops find me sitting around talking to myself.
Looks like we got some big donuts being spent on Zoton.
Right. Nothing lasts forever.
Looks like it's getting a bit more even in the race. But still, nothing is decided at this point. It's just Homer 1. Still got 7 levels to go.
Barney, can I? It's crashing time.
Zoton is gonna be doing a traffic car destruction, but not Badger Blast.
Were you thinking?
Being is going for Badger Blast.
This is one weird place.
Where am I gonna put all these?
Scared and disoriented.
Take that! Not a very good driver.
You better
And Zoton just gets it in.
Eat my
And pretty good damage.
do this thing.
Yeah, pretty decent damage from Zoton there.
I'm a leader.
And then also pretty quick for Being. But they're getting some ghost hits onto the onto Smithers, so it's gonna slow it down just a little bit.
Sweet. If you're so smart, how come I broke
Both of
you?
them getting a pretty average
Not like anyone likes these
office
things.
space. Zoton
Ah,
saving a little bit of time with not having to ground pound the traffic car,
clean this mess up later.
but either way,
If you're so smart,
they're
how
both
come I broke
doing
you?
pretty good at this point.
Not like anyone likes
Save
these
for
things.
Being's coins. I'm not sure
Stupid like a fox.
how we're gonna make those up.
We'll clean this mess up later. If you're so smart, how come I broke you?
I believe they might have just forgotten to get the boxes. Because I've never seen anybody like purposefully skip those coins.
Can you come and get me?
I'd be surprised if that was like intentional.
The famous bearded cartoon creator incarcerated in a Peruvian jail. In other news, local citizens are outraged over the discovery of surveillance cameras throughout the town. We go now to City Hall, where Mayor Quimby
Very
is
close in
fielding
time right
questions
now.
from
About
an
a
angry mob.
These miniature cameras
8-second
are an
margin, I
outrage.
want to say.
Spying on our women's dressing rooms, bathrooms, and locker rooms is unforgivable. I think I speak for all Springfielders when I say, where is the sexy footage?
In other unexplained news, strange black vans have been appearing all over town.
Marge, that black van is spying on us.
Oh, homie, you're so sexy when you're paranoid.
Tough to start, but whatever, says
Let's
Being
do
of
this
Universe.
Piece of cake. Cake.
Being is betting like
Coming through.
250,000 on himself.
Out of control.
This is a really bad day.
He has a lot of confidence today, going into this race against Zoton. And Being has gotten some PBs recently, or one PB
Do you do better?
in the tournament. I want to say they beat their PB by like 30, 40 seconds, maybe 50. No minute barrier, I believe, but a pretty decent
Earn it
PB
right, you dumbass.
nonetheless. And so they are in a good condition to play in this lower bracket. Whereas Zoton, we are less sure how much he's been playing. But yeah, I'd say Being has a bit of an advantage.
Well, my car is,
And I'm not sure like how fast Zoton was in previous races,
oh, Mr.
but who knows? Anything can happen.
But me.
And so far, it's going pretty good for Zoton. They're both in
Mr. Bird,
kind of a similar
Marge Simpson, at your service.
it's crashing
time right now. Being is a bit in the lead right now,
Smashy, smashy.
but
Oh, out of
Zoton's not too
control.
far behind, and I'd say that's what you want when you're
What's the big idea?
an underdog in a difficult race. Anything to try to keep that early game momentum up.
What, kid? I almost spilled my sundae.
Is this going to affect my insurance? Oh, I just had that painted.
Zoton is gonna miss the shortcut, but actually, Being is gonna get it, and that's going to
Dumbass.
reinforce his lead a little bit going into Bart 1. Zoton is going to go around and get the gas station vend, but hits the wall, which is unfortunate.
That's not very nice.
Mistakes were made.
That wasn't as bad as it looked. Oh, it was. You almost nicked me. If only.
In your face. Can you
If
come and
Being
get
keeps
me?
this up, he might be able to fix his coins.
Hey, Homer. Sweet.
Looks like a 1209 for Being
Team Montgomery.
on the
I
split.
am so smart. I am
And then
so
for
smart.
Zoton,
SMRT.
it's like a 1227. Around that
I
time.
gotta get the new Bart Simpson at your service. Out of the way, wannabe.
I'll get you, Bart.
But on the
Like I
warp
got
we
Charlie
have
and Dan.
1210 versus
Right not.
1229. So
Dan, you're lightning fast. Witty.
Being's got a 19-second lead, but it's not as close due to Being's coins. Being's coins being under, being kind of low.
Watch it, buddy.
That was totally
Oh no.
awesome.
Zoton is having trouble with escaping Skinner,
Gator, the
which is not something you see all the time. Sometimes he just sticks on you and it's very unfortunate.
too late. And the crowd goes wild.
So yeah, that's gonna lose Zoton a lot of time, unfortunately. House will shout at me if the level exits aren't on the warp.
$1.
Yeah, I'm never sure like what people are looking for with that, but now I know on the warp. I would assume it would be on the split, but you know, whatever is clever.
Let's hit the town. I don't remember these being here before. Don't have a cow, man. I don't remember these being here before. All right.
Being now a decent chunk of time ahead, it's gonna give him a chance to make up his coins and stay ahead of Zoton.
So sick of this happening.
The lead is getting a bit further at this point with that Bone Storm and the unfortunate Skinner escape for Zoton in 2-1.
Safe and sound. Ralph, it's time for some fire.
Let's see how this escape goes for Being. Oh, he's gonna go for that escape. Being went for a very fast escape, which is might not be the most consistent, but it is very ambitious. And so respect to Being for trying to pull that off. But that's gonna lose him a lot of time though. Gets the wrench. He's gonna try to do this again with the with that escape, and then he finally gets it. At this point, Zoton is now in the lead for the second time, I believe.
Whoa, wicked.
And with those coins, Zoton is a bit ahead, I believe. Yeah, Zoton is definitely ahead at this point, with about a 200 coin lead, and a decent amount of time.
And happy to
Zoton gets a decent sports car there.
I think I broke something. I gotta play ball. You got it.
And so does Being.
I gotta work off my gut. I just made it. Woo, nice one. It's time.
Zoton is going to go for these for that box. And so is Being. They are both going for the courthouse box, or for the town hall box. Zoton getting the courthouse box. And Being Being just barely misses a good dirt jump. But he does get the box, so it's something he won't have to get later. It's gonna help his coins a little bit, but he would probably get those anyways due to him being on 60 FPS. So a nice box not to get later, but that is gonna slow him down just a little bit. I thought he got the coins from the box.
Hey, Spring.
I mean, I saw the black van get the box. He didn't get those coins. Wait, I didn't even know that could happen. I didn't even realize that was a thing. Like he just broke the box and then he didn't get the coins.
That was expensive.
I'm looking back at the clip. Yeah, my big forehead is correct. I looked back at the clip and the coins were just sitting there on the platform. I didn't realize that would happen, but I guess it makes sense. He wasn't the one to break the box. So what I initially thought was gonna be a nice
My ovaries.
later time save for Being is actually, well, he's gonna miss out on those coins. I guess he knows not to go for them, which will save some time, but he's gonna lose out on 30 easy coins. At least it should be on 60 FPS.
Hey there, Mr. Bart Simpson at
Oh yeah, beach box where you get coins from a police car. Yeah, that's true. I also don't know why there's an inconsistency in that game logic. Because it's police car and then the alien car getting you those coins in Clueless and in 6-7. Funny number.
Move it or lose it, tool.
I done did that before.
That's okay. Being misses that drop. Not a huge deal, but gonna lose a little bit of time. Looks like Zoton is still ahead at this point.
Out of my way, man.
Being having a bit of a rough, what's this one?
Delivered a delicious goods to the
It's
fire.
not Redneck
I
Roundup.
sure hope they like stink dogs, 'cause I do. Please stop what you are doing. No one can
I
sell
don't know.
rotten meat in this town but me.
They're all the same to me.
Dusty broke. Safe and sound. All right, that was so.
Ketchup, kinky. No, those are not the words that I'm looking for right now.
You expect
Cola caper. Yeah. Having a tough cola caper in the middle of Bart 1.
Hi, Doc.
Let's see. Zoton it's pretty much neck and neck at this point, but Being has a lot less coins.
Fine by me.
About a 200 coin difference still at this
Eat my
point,
dust, dust eaters.
which is definitely not helped by the Black Van getting all of those coins for itself and not sharing any of them.
You're all mine.
Better than beef. That's the word. That's the phrase I'm looking for. I just confuse all of the Cletus missions because I kind of just block it out mentally.
That was totally awesome.
Like, why is there so many different missions revolving around this character? This one random character that doesn't even have that much screen time in the show.
Beautiful skull.
And then their car is like the slowest car in the game. Does a bunch of stupid crashes. It's just
You mean there's more?
a questionable decision.
With coccyx. It's time for some road rage. Bart Simpson style. I am so sick of this.
Still very close as far as time goes, but Being's coins are not getting any better. Wait,
Wouldn't be too much trouble. I really need a new car.
okay. He's doing a very different route that I am unfamiliar with. He gets the AM radio
Here's your
toy.
last- No problemo.
It's something you don't see nowadays with
Eat
Gen
asshole,
Z.
asphalt eaters.
Not a whole lot of AM radio out and about.
That didn't break my memory card.
But nonetheless, Being picks it up.
Whoa!
Zoton is getting a bit ahead now. And it looks like he's having a pretty good second car there. That was probably very fast for from his point of view.
Oh,
But
man, that sucks.
unfortunately, we can't really say the same about this third car. Though the damage against the wall was pretty good. It kind of sets up the fourth car for less damage, getting the dumpster strat. Being kind of having a tough time with, I believe, the second car, or third car. Really tough time with the third car.
Nice one. Oh, that was so cool.
He gets an interesting 360 with this fourth car. And he gets a pretty crazy coin bomb there.
Oh yeah, I totally
If
will.
I'm not mistaken, that was like 20 coins. Like 3 coin bombs.
I need
If
to
I'm
go.
not mistaken. I believe
Hello,
that was just that was about as many coins as a wasp can. So that's gonna help him a little bit. It's not gonna make up for everything that he's missed, but it is gonna help a bit.
Not going to dignify that becoming.
I won't question the value of this activity.
And Being of Universe just
That just got a little more rare.
I hope these are recyclable.
he's on the custom save file, I believe, but he's letting this play out.
Now, can you tell me if you've seen my pointy-headed nuisance?
Silence. You must get this comic into a Mylar bag before it deteriorates into near mint condition. Heaven
Being
forbid.
says it's just one of those runs where I just don't
I
care.
hope these are recyclable.
And he's letting this
Who are these people?
2-7 cutscene play out. Not a cutscene you see very often these days. With this new
Great, more liberal guilt.
custom save file technology that's been bred around. Not everyone knows the struggle of cutscene skip. Back in the olden days of running the game.
There goes my college money.
Giving away his donuts.
The time for action is now.
Well, I wouldn't say it's impossible. I think Being certainly has a chance, but he's gonna have to get some coins.
I need speed, more speed.
We'll see what happens.
Just a few more.
That monkey's route was a very unique one that I'd never seen before.
My bad. Watch where you're going.
This Lisa will not be very decisive for the run, but we'll see how both of them manage Bonfire and Hellfish coming up soon. That might help Being come back a little bit, but anything could happen.
Oh, the guilt!
Zoton going for Krusty Lou coins. Anything is possible. That is
I need speed.
very
more
true.
speed.
Very, very true.
Not too fast, not too slow, just right. Lightly, easy as pie.
But so far, it's been a pretty good race. Both runners getting a bit of a lead at some point.
Whoa, this,
And right now,
hopefully my store will
Zoton
not
is still in the
more
lead
times
by
while I am driving
a
around
decent
today.
chunk,
Let's just do this thing.
This is not good for my insurance.
due to Being getting
Please
the
don't. She might break it.
playing the level 2 cutscene.
Forward
Zoton
momentum.
is a bit further ahead and has quite a few more coins. He's
Oh, no.
he's got about 1070.
300 horses of convenient power. Try this and
Being is gonna go for Krusty Lou coins, which is definitely a good choice for him, I believe.
The part's still missing, and I'm no closer to finding him.
perhaps you should consult Professor Frink at the observatory. He seems to know everything. Except why I ever came to this jerk.
Because, yeah, I wouldn't say it's absolutely essential, but it's definitely a valid strategy to fix some very low early game coins for Being. And Millhouse goes flying into the waterfall. You love to see a good, you know,
Wow.
launch
I need to work on
here
my
and there.
cardio.
That was a pretty decent launch of Millhouse. Being is having a tough time with Bonfire. The truck is just not moving. He's trying to get it to continue.
Hit the streets.
It looks like he's gonna get the strat. A bit on the slower side, but getting the strat is all that matters at this point. Doesn't have to restart the mission, but is gonna lose quite a few seconds due to the truck just being stuck.
Time to move.
But again, anything can happen, and that's plenty of things could go wrong by the end of the run that change things up completely. That's what makes this race very entertaining. So right now the underdog is in the lead, and who knows what could happen.
Oh dear. Oh my.
Oh wow. Zoton goes a bit far to the left with the strat
Girl.
and almost gets it against the brick wall there. But it just swerves out, unfortunately. But is able to get it in a fairly timely fashion. And that reset was not good, as the school bus just went backwards there. So
Sorry. Ow, my hair.
unfortunately, third car for Zoton just flies into the ocean and respawns.
What's going on?
But not too slow, not too bad
Excuse me.
as a backup for Zoton.
The time for action
But
is now.
we'll see what happens with Being. Being could save a little bit of time by getting a good second and third car here.
Strike one. Counterfeit designer jeans. The foulest of all crimes.
So Being gets the second car strat.
It's Wiggum time.
Let's see about this RNG for
Strike two. Running
Zoton.
over an elderly person without a license.
Watch where you're going.
You remind me of a younger me. I was about to say the same thing to you, Kane. Okay. Third car is decent for Being. They go for a ground pound, I believe. A decent sleuthing for Zoton.
Value of this activity.
You're just lucky I can't remember faces. And
I am the Lizard Queen.
Being gets a good vend there.
Chief Wiggum.
Meebok also seems a bit zesty to me, for real, for real.
One fish delivered to a happy home.
Zesty.
Have a good life. Sweet forward momentum. Plenty of good living here. All right.
I mean, everyone needs a little bit of zest, you know what I mean? Not a bad drop for Being.
Never be fried and served with tartar sauce.
Doesn't have to go across that bridge or
Next time,
all
once
around the
your
dam,
dummy, turn for the wild.
luckily. Being is slowly but surely catching up to Zoton here with the execution of Operation Hellfish. He's doing a bit better now. And he's just trailing behind in this fishy deals. But evidently, Being is having a bit of a rough run. They played the Part 1 cutscene, and
Lisa Simpson at your service.
might make some more mistakes. We'll see what happens. Got a hit and run in fishy deals for Being, but the police car was just stuck. There. Just not doing anything. Zoton is gonna get this box and try to oh, it looks like they're gonna go for a second box and reset as the limo very slowly destroys itself.
Here we are, safe and sound.
But it is going to finish the job. And then Zoton is going to do a parkour to the boat. Being also using a school bus strat here. A bit slow after getting that first hit. Let's see what happens. They're not going to be able to get it into that pit there, but they get a very nice backup though.
I'll do my best.
I mean, some might even say that was the intention by being there. Because that was a very, very nice destruction. And Being is gonna do the exact same thing as Zoton and gonna parkour. They're going to jump on the top of the pole. But the police car is gonna knock him down.
Chief Wiggle.
And then he gets busted with already some very unfortunate coins. Being is like the Brianna Stewart of Char. I'm just gonna pretend I know what that means.
Okay, Marge, stick to the plan.
Zoton, looking for some interesting strats on this donut truck. But they get the 10 drops relatively. Maybe not. They gotta chase him down for the last one, and that's gonna be it for donut truck.
I need some road rage.
Going to reset. Being looks like they're gonna get the strat here.
I should pay more attention.
Or barely miss. Oh my goodness, they just saved it perfectly. That was an amazing save. That's gonna save Being a bit of time against Zoton. But it is not going to save their coins. They need more coins.
Time for caution.
Zoton misses the drop in 4-2. But luckily I don't know if that's lucky, but the Cletus truck gets stuck and twice now.
Are you blind?
Cletus truck driving into everything for Zoton. Being gets the Wasp in Trailer Park, whereas Zoton missed it.
Nice girls finish fast. I'm very disappointed.
Zoton does not go for the Vens. They've got 800 coins. Being is getting 700 coins here, almost 700 coins. But so yeah, Being is gonna need to get more coins, but they are catching up, and I think for them to come back is very reasonable at this point still. A lot of late game strats, Apu strats to be done so far. Zoton is like the Alan Turing.
Did I win? I had no idea. Road rage building. Why do you keep
Alright, I'm looking up these people. Basketball, Brianna Stewart, basketball power forward. Okay. Very random names to be used to epitomize these Shaw runners.
Oh,
but the Alan Turing could be a reference to Zoton's creation of the Simpsons Hit and Run auto splitter, which is something we still use to this very day. We got some very cursed audio. Cletus sounds like he's underwater. But now it's a bit fixed.
Oh, I could have made a good septic system out of that. I'm gonna have to sell my smell house.
Zoton is gonna miss the drop, the 12th ketchup packet. Very common issue, considering how far to the left that jump can go. And then if you go too far to the right, you just hit a wall and you lose even more time. They are very close in sync right now. Zoton with a slight... or, I don't know, they're basically neck and neck right now. Zoton goes for the Vend in this mission, as they did not get it earlier, but they got the first Vend earlier. Being is gonna jump over this platform just as soon as they are neck and neck, just as soon as they're catching up. He decides to go onto this very unorthodox shortcut.
I'm sorry, no, but that person should have watched where they was.
But they do escape the car.
I'm sorry, but you're too slow.
Zoton, getting a hit and run here, is going to drive around, but they hit one of the tubes in the ground, stopping them and getting them busted by the police.
I swear I used to
Looks
be a
like
better runner.
Being already had the Malibu Stacy, if I'm not mistaken. Zoton is going to run and grab it.
Everyone better
So that is going to be the first busted for Zoton. And I believe Being has had one.
How'd you do that?
I don't remember if they've had more.
The number, that is.
Either way, coins are looking
Do my best.
Is assault. That is assault. You almost hit him.
not the best for Being, but not the worst, considering they were only 100 behind earlier at 4-2.
Those are recyclable.
Look away, people. Nothing to say.
But Zoton definitely still has a lot more at this point. Being is gonna skip the wasp there. Zoton has a lot more coins, but because they got the Malibu on foot, and Being is just having a hell of a time with these police, and they might fail this mission. I mean, those police just had no mercy on him. They're not gonna get the wrench above the bridge. They're just trying not to fail the mission at this point. I believe that was the second bust for Being, if I'm not mistaken. Zoton not going for a manip here, which opens them up to the possible 2-cycle, which is rare, but it could happen. But it is good for Zoton. He does not get 2-cycle.
That's not very nice.
Being currently in the lead by time, but a bit behind in coins.
Nicely done.
All that driving?
That is assault. That is assault. Not too fast, not too slow. Just right.
Here's your
Giving away busts like it's nothing.
Safe and sound.
I mean, the police really did a number to him, but that is gonna be 100 coins down the drain for Being.
maybe these will
How
argue
he says, "How did I not fail?" And yeah, that did look very close, but I think because you booked it so quickly afterwards,
circles.
it ended up being
So I
fine.
told Joe and his Nazi henchmen. When one of them, a raccoon as I recall, hits me with a banjo. Now I never reasoned with a raccoon, let alone a Nazi one. So I
Call him Michelangelo, the way he's sculpting these
Where was I?
busts.
Right. Now, the first time I rode in a water car. Okay. It was so long ago that I'll have to describe it in sepia tone. Well, as I recall, it was sort of a cosmic kind of thing. Shaped kind of like a planet with an old-fashioned...
Yeah, that was.
coming off
I'm not gonna lie.
With an antenna.
Kane cooked with that one.
Sounds awfully
Uh,
familiar.
Sculpting these busts.
That's it. It was on a bottle of pop. Maybe that will jog Bart's memory. Mark in charge.
There's a NASA badge for watching the Artemis 2, as NASA is trying to go to the moon again.
Catch my breath.
Kane alleging that Zoton has any participation in this, which has come to a shock to many of us. Come as a shock to many of us.
I need a long.
More like NASA using green screens.
Bart, do you?
Alan Turing. You know, I'm just not a science guy.
I'll do my best. Oh.
I did watch the movie though. I watched the I don't know, where they broke the enigma. Being is just gonna get this boudoir album.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Imitation Game is the name of the movie. I watched that.
Having 3 kids.
I just don't care enough about math and science to pay attention to people who broke enigma.
I swear I used to be a better runner.
Wait until he hears about William Nye. Why are you calling him William Nye? Yeah. Tale of Two Coin Routes. Being has very interesting coin route. They skipped the boxes in SMRT, which I had never seen.
Simpson at your service. Look, no hands. My bad. I shouldn't enjoy that.
Being getting a very interesting, I guess you could call a strat. Zoton is not going to get the pull strat, but they're going to go for this one, but it doesn't really work. Nice coin bomb for being there. Much needed coin bomb, some might say. And Being gets a okay backup. Zoton's still working away at this first truck. Also gets a coin bomb. That might have been 2 coin bombs. Being getting another March collector card on foot. Getting a much needed mansion roof box. Zoton also getting the mansion roof box. Very good damage from being on the second truck with the faster strat, where Zoton is going to opt for a more of a baby strat, some would say. But not too bad nonetheless. But still a fair strat to get at that level. Yeah, this is fairly close at this point. The cola truck, the third truck, is just gonna dodge that tree and is not able to even try to get it to the barn. They do what some have called the me box strat, but this is a interesting way to go about it with hitting that pole. And it looks like Zoton got a pretty good third truck. Zoton having a pretty decent run so far, it seems, in comparison. And Zoton has a lot more coins. And at this point in the race, it's starting to get closer to the big strats that you're gonna wanna hit. Very close sync right now. Very close sync, but very different coins. About a 6-second difference between their Marge exit times. Being going for the construction box. Zoton went for some other coins that I did not see what they got, but they missed the construction box, which they don't really need at this point. I was under the impression that Being was undercoined, but it just turns out Zoton is just coin maxing. He is getting all the coins in the world, except for construction box. Kane says he is saving up for retirement with those coins.
Must admit, the smell of fresh air is much more pleasing than the odor of the hot dog machine. Oh, no!
And then, okay, Being is starting 5-1. He's still not on my level of coins. I would not encourage this over coin, but, you know, to each their own. I'm not one to judge another man's coin route. If you don't have 1,000 coins buying car built for Homer, then what are you even doing? That's a bit much for me. More coins equals more good. Well, I think Zoton is gonna have. Oh no. Oh yeah, he spent it on All American. Never mind. 1,000. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine.
Legitimate Businessman Social Club. Looks like Abun Asabima Petalon is taking on the mob. Hello, Stereo. Hopefully my store will not be robbed more than 4 times while I am driving
Pretty
around
good
today.
last drop for Zoton there.
Good karma.
Being going past Moe's to escape the limo,
Nice try, police driver.
which is also an interesting difference in his drats. Zoton gets a head-on collision with the limo.
You should not have stepped in front of my car.
Gets a hit and run in this 5-2. Bartman and Donut Homer in my race. I did not see that happen.
I am a lean, mean, Vindaloo machine.
Being having a tough time with this wasp. Tries to run it over, but he basically just runs over it,
300 horses of convenient
but
power.
not destroying it. And then he gets out
Good karma.
defeatedly
Feel like a
to get the wasp on foot. Car built for Zoton. He's gonna go for that wasp. Not bad CPS at all. Actually, very good CPS with how that wasp was just hovering over the car,
Oh, I had better
able
hurry.
to just warp
Next
in
time I left
and
this
grab
war,
all the
hoodlums
coins.
put pornography in the Vital magazines.
Being gets a very nice drat on the baby van. Zoton is looking for a strat, but just barely misses getting him against that last wall of the fountain.
I was in my quickly. Go. I am the greatest driver in all the land. This is not good.
I see why they call this game hit and run. Yeah. A lot of hit and run, a lot of busted in this race.
I must admit, the smell of fresh
Zoton losing a lot of time to Being in this baby van. Baby van making a circle around the town hall. Not ideal.
Should not have stepped in front of my car.
A lot of ghost hits for Zoton. Not very good. And another hit and run. Okay. But that shouldn't be a problem. Being is running away after that very, very fast baby van strat. Not the typical strat that you see top runners getting, but still a very respectable strat. Almost getting another hit and run here, though, for Being. Being is laying in wait for the police car. But they do not have jump zone and they're not going to go for the Wiggum push, which is understandable. Being is going to get this car bomb. That I don't know how many car bombs that was. So I think it was just one, if I'm not mistaken. But not the best CPS. He definitely has to go out of his way for it, but we like to see car bombs, so that's fine. But that car bomb is gonna be a bit faster. And the garbage truck turns around in a pretty average speed for Being. Garbage truck running away from Zoton. They're gonna go for less manipulation for the garbage truck. Being is probably gonna get a decent amount of coins in this mission. At this point, Being is ahead by a solid amount of time and is skipping the other box on the far side of the train station, or monorail station. Unfortunate drop for Zoton there. Is not gonna need to get many coins here at all, but let's see how many coins they end up getting. Oh, they're getting all the coins. Being is gonna get the Shoot Me Squishy collector card. Not a collector card you see a lot of runners go for on their, in their spare time. But it is a pretty nice, quick one to grab, I'd say. We got some Zoton believers in chat. Aventral says he is coin maxing and mocking Being.
Shiva smiles on such behavior. I am higher than the Maharishi. My friend had... Empty.
Zoton is running at a time save they can possibly be getting with their coins.
Sir, this folder...
So at this point they are a bit behind in time and
Photography in the Vital magazine.
they're pretty much at the mercy of fast execution to catch up with Being of Universe.
Mindless destruction.
And still a lot can happen.
This town
Homer 2 is a pretty decisive level for the entire race, so we'll see what happens.
Your failure shames you. Yes, you. Awesome to the max.
See how Armored Truck goes for Being? It seems to go fine. And on 60 FPS that should be just fine. Wasp giving Being a difficult time here. They're gonna lose a bit of time, possibly, to having to get these wasps in this manner, as the truck is almost already destroyed itself. But it's a fairly fast destruction, which is going to definitely solidify his lead, and Zoton is going to have to match that execution. But the armored truck does not cooperate with Zoton. It looked like Zoton was gonna get the frame maxing strat, but its orientation with the beam there was parallel, and so it just slid off. I think that could have been a backup if it was. It could have just destroyed itself on that middle island. But it doesn't work out that way, and Zoton is going to have to get a backup along the highway. Fun fact from Kane that Being of Universe loves pork on his pizza. Zoton getting the wrench here, as Being is just running away at this point with Curator. But let's see how Curator goes for Being. Anything can happen with this. Does not get the main strat. But gets the very solid backup for a Curator. And that's going to definitely help him in this race. And gets cutscene skip.
Bart Simpson at your service.
Just leave the driving to me, dude. Are you even watching the road? Oh, that's a breakdown.
Zoton finishing up armored truck.
Score!
That was totally awesome. You're all mine. Take that. Nice one.
Oh, good.
Hit and run for Being. very early hit and run in 5-1. Gets Bort.
You mean there's more?
710 coins for Zoton. Going to the Curator. Misses the main strat. But the traffic, he does not despawn the traffic and misses the backup as a result.
Whoa, wicked! Eat my dust, dust eaters. I am the king! Hey, Kearney.
Zoton, having a tough time with Curator, is making it back for a 115
Fine by me.
Apu exit. At this point, a bit behind of BeingofUniverse. Which was originally a very close race, but Being is quite a bit ahead at this point. With a 2-minute lead out of Apu. And that all came down to basically the last 3 missions, but mostly the last 2 missions being Armored Truck and Curator.
Bart Simpson style.
Very nice speed boost from Being there. Able to control that very nicely.
That was totally awesome. Whoa, wicked!
Also, hit and run for Zoton in 5-1.
My rings cost $900. Oh yeah, I told Krusty. Listen, no problemo.
I believe a second hit and run for Zoton there? I don't know.
I didn't do it.
But that's fine because he's able to run behind the wall and buy the Globex from Kearney. And still have 150 coins left, which is quite a lot after Globex.
Move it or lose it, tool. Whee!
Very abundant coin route in this race.
Careful, I bruise easily.
Most people like pork on pizza. You know, yeah, I think Kane is just coming up with a lot of stuff to make people say, oh wow, that's interesting, that's surprising. And then you realize it's like the most, it's really stupid. Like earlier with William Nye, I'm supposed to say, oh, who's that?
Watch the master. Just have to detail. Mine, all mine.
Kane doing some
Whoa, wicked.
bad faith
Think I'm scared, but you thought wrong.
trickery in the chat.
Awesome. I remember this being here before.
I don't like pork. I'm not a huge fan of pork, but I don't like limit myself from having pork because I know I'm just gonna break the you know. I know I can't hold myself to that kind of standard. Eventually someone's gonna try to give me pork and I'm just gonna eat it.
Mr. Freak. You got it.
William Nye. Yeah, like who the fuck is William Nye?
Bart Simpson at your service.
Or sorry, who the flip is William Nye? Who calls him that? Only psychos. But getting back to this race, got an uneventful mission for Zoton. Duff truck for Being.
I'll have Harlan next time. Alright, that was so cool.
Being gets a good Duff truck,
That hurts. Jump to light speed.
which is going to
This is
reinforce
cool.
his status in this Speed Simpsons race against Zoton.
I show this laser gun to
Zoton is going to have to reach down deep inside himself to come back
Got a little situation
from
here.
this lead that
Nice driving,
Being
man.
has created
Fine by me.
with some fast execution of the mid to late game strats.
Eat my dust, dust eaters.
I'll educate you a new one.
Oops.
Fire in the hole. Take that. I'll educate you
FMJ for Being goes as planned.
And if he doesn't believe me now, I'll fry
Coins
him.
are looking fine for Being.
Krusty, no problemo. Safe and sound. Oh, this is too
Finally, coins are not an issue for Being as they were a bit earlier in the run, but never really resulting in anything drastic. Ended up getting, I think, a decent amount of coins and Marge and Apu.
Eat my dust, dust eaters.
Going to get the box in the Globex here a bit faster than what you would do in 5-1. Tough time with Duff Truck for Zoton. But it looks like they have this backup. This backup can be a bit tenuous, but Zoton manages it. That backup can be tough with the Duff Truck backing out because it's just stuck on a small lip there, and you have to time it properly.
It's time for some road rage.
Unfortunately,
Style.
Being does not get a good reset there, but just barely gets the last stand before the timer runs out. There is a bit of leeway there, but that was a bit scary.
Give it up for America's
A
best
fail
boy.
at this point would be pretty
Meant to get this much exercise.
could be a potential game changer. Zoton
Sweet.
not hitting the FMJ strat, but they're able to destroy it in a fairly timely manner.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
But they are gonna miss out on the
Yeah.
Krusty Lou coins through the wall,
Why, I ought
but it probably doesn't matter given their
automatic transmission.
overcoinedness at buying Globex out of Apu. Coins look good for being out of Bart 2.
Everyone sucks but me.
And a 4 pauser from being to finish out Bart 2.
Do this thing. Not a very good driver.
Hit and run meter getting a bit high for Zoton at this point.
Leonard, give me. Let's see, I need something to board up the window. I know, board. I am evil Homer.
Getting a hit and run here at this point at set to kill. Is also going for the same route in set to kill as being. And if the reset goes well, everything should be fine.
Guess I'll have to use a hawk for a pillar now.
And hit and run is over. Does not go for boat jump. So that's going to leave them with a bit less coins. They might go for the Krusty Lou coins on foot. But they do not, which is probably for the best. We'll see if they go for boat jump in this mission, which some people like to do. Looks like they didn't have that Krusty Burger vend, so even if they don't go for boat jump, they're still going to be about at 360, 370 coins. No boat jump. Not really necessary at this point. Being is a bit behind the alien car. Doesn't look like they're gonna go for 7.2. Understandable. I mean, they're on 60 FPS, I realize. So 7.3 should be fine for being. If they are able to execute that strat. But it is much easier on 60 than it is at higher FPS, especially 200. On 200, it can be a very low chance to get it first try. But on 60 FPS, getting it first try is very reasonable. Looks like Being went through the vents there. Options toggle. Blows up the car, has to warp. Unfortunate. I just hit my desk with my knee. But not a big time loss, not a big deal. I don't think PB is in the books for being at this point, given how the run is gone, but a little warp is not a big deal for being. Being restarting 7-3. And 7-3 not going great. They're just not able to get a good first bounce for the hover car. But this one looks pretty good and should be fine. They're able to get it.
Alien craft. Now to just get out of the path of the tractor beam. Oh, it sucks.
Boy, talk about digging the nerd. If I'm gonna kill those town filming
Being
cars,
now
okay.
canceling a race to continue out of bounds for 7-4. Presumably to do the traffic car out of bounds.
I need to find them. Let's do this thing!
Looks like Zoton is a bit far ahead of the alien car. And is finishing up 7-2.
Uh-oh, it's that black car again. Uh-oh, it's that black car again. Ooh, it had the speed of a subwas, combined with the tenacity
And
of a
Zoton hits the exact same pixel that Being hit, which caused him to blow up his car.
I wish I had a
Very
giant saddle.
irritating pixel there. The park should be fine. I think. Zoton is doing 7-3 inbounds, so that is for sure gonna lose him some time against Being. And Being is already ahead, having just having finished 7-4. And so Being will be minutes ahead by the end of this traffic car out of bounds.
Hey, I found my lost nachos.
Zoton resetting as to not hit the slide. Going to be doing 7-4 inbounds, it looks like. That would jumping down onto that witch broom looked a bit scary, but is fine for Being.
It's crashing time.
One side, Roadhog dude.
7-6 for Being. Gets the
I'm hitting the sauce. I'm a lean, mean speed.
reset to trigger the alien car.
Lousy, rotten, karmic retribution. Vengeance will be
Having some
mine.
problematic traffic here, and is not going to go for jump zone or 7-6 yeet, which is understandable. He probably does not need to. Oh, I always forget he's on 60 FPS. Of course he's not going for yeet. But yeah, not going for yeet. Goes for a bridge clip because he's on 60 FPS. And gets it on the second try. He's the Miranda Cosgrove of a bridge clip. Okay. Okay, Kane. Sure, Kane. Sure. You know what? You're right. He is. You're so right. Zoton doing 7-5 out of bounds.
Alright, I'll work the pedals and you steer. The vibration tickling my feet. Keep my shot. Look where you're going, you idiot! Looks harder than it is. Oop, I missed myself. God darn it! I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer. Would somebody tell me what just happened?
Being doing the final part of 7-7 out of bounds. Looks like it's gonna be a 136. Zoton getting the human cookbook.
Didn't think the old man had it in him, did ya? Get out of my way, jerk ass! Please come back, I'm so lonely. Woohoo! Please don't tell anybody I did this. I didn't do it.
And that is a GG for Being of Universe.
Oh, I'm confused.
Finishing with a 136-17. Zoton now
Out of control! Nice liftoff. Now that's driving.
doing inbounds, it looks like, unless they do bridge clip.
Oh, like there's a convention in town. Oh, like no.
No bridge clip. It's gonna be full inbounds for Zoton to finish the race. Being golded 7-7.
Mistakes were made. I have road rage and I know how to use it.
Hey, it's totally
Zoton driving moderately fast here in this out of bounds.
Oh, out of control.
Not being too cautious, but also not being
pay for this.
super fast as to potentially make some mistakes.
Oh, like no.
I am excelente.
I've really got to learn. To
So
control
that
my
is
flow more often.
that's good, so that they don't get like 7 minutes after the other person.
Let's do this thing.
Blowing up the waist would be annoying and kind of ruin
Now, why did I
your
take that
average
thing?
time for
Am I
the
going to
group,
jail for that?
which is something I've done quite a bit. Kind of just
Stay on target. Stay on target.
getting random collector cards and blowing up the waist for no reason. Zoton gonna get an early hit and run so that he does not have to deal with hit and run later on in the run. Zoton's a game at the bottom of their splits enjoyer.
Damn
I
it,
just
I
noticed
dropped
that.
my kebab, and people say I'm slow. Wait a minute, that was an insult. Please don't tell anybody I did this. I didn't do it. What's the big idea? I'm a lean, mean speed thingy.
On his way back to finish out the race. Looks like it's gonna be not a sub 140, but a very early 140. It looks like it's gonna be a 140,
Get out of my way!
maybe
Every minute might be my
50,
last.
40 or 50 X.
Did it. Whoa, that adrenaline made me feel alive again. Get out of my way! Every minute might be my last.
The Dr. Seuss of live split layouts. Kane, how about the Pablo Picasso of live split
Oh, I'm
layouts?
going to a better place. This is the greatest day of my life. In your face.
I feel like Pablo Picasso might be a appropriate allegory for Zoton's
How about them
unorthodox live split layout.
Now give me a green
And
if it helps
it's
with
gonna
the
be a early 141.
I'm confused. Let me check
That's
my
GG for Zoton, 141.06.
I smell toe underwear.
If the racers would like to unmute, they can do
Hello?
so and
I'm
talk
here.
about the run.
Oh, sorry.
Hello.
It kind of sucked, but I mean, for the fact I don't practice much, it wasn't that bad. It's like 2 minutes, like 150 behind PB, and my climb route isn't great either. So,
Yeah,
in
not
comparison
too
to
far behind.
the race I did a couple of days ago, I was 3 minutes better. So, I'll take that. Anything interesting? Office Space, they got gold on somehow. That's the one where you destroy the car, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, maybe that car is just better than the other car. He usually
It
takes
was
the bigger
pretty
one.
quick because you didn't do Badger Blast. You just went straight
I've never
traffic
done
car
that. If
and
that's
then
the one where you jump out and jump on top of the car, I've never done that. So I
Yeah,
usually
it's
just
where you
pick
Yeah.
the
ground pound
bigger
the car.
car.
Yeah.
And this
yeah, so
time I
you
picked
save
the
time
smaller
not doing
car,
that.
and I guess it's faster. So, what else
Yeah, I
went
think you had
shit?
the Ute.
Weapons of
I
Mass
remember that being
Delinquency had the
very quick.
problem where I had to lose Skinner.
Right.
Else was not too bad. Bonfire of the Manatees, apparently I saved time. How? I have no clue. Wasn't that the one that went badly? Like, it went on its side when I was trying to knock the stuff out of Cletus's van. I had no clue how that went alright. I lost time a little bit during level 3. Level 4, the donut van, yep, bit shit. Redneck stuff. I kind of leaked time a little bit. Baby Van, I can't get Baby Van any good anymore now that I'm running with the bug fixes, the speedrunning ones. Like, I feel like I should just turn them off at this point, like, and let me have the wonky driving, right? Because I don't have to have them on, right? So, like,
Yeah. Maybe
never
not.
trust a snake was like minus 15 seconds off of PB. What the hell? Quick cash and cures curator kind of sucked, yeah. Which was plus 140 at that point. And seeing as I finished with 150, it kind of went up and down at the... Duff for me, Duff for you was apparently a gold, as was Set to Kill, as was Kang and Kodo Strike Back. What? Why are these all golds? Anyway, Full Metal Jackass, yeah, went a bit shit. So I lost like 20 seconds. But otherwise, kind of average in level 7. I saved 11 seconds on the final split, apparently, though. So yeah, it was mostly those like level 6 mission 6 and level 6 mission 7. No, sorry, level 5, right? Is a poos. Level 5, the last 2 missions are kind of what pushed me back too much. I feel like Being was going to win anyway, so like because Out of Bounds and more practice.
I did not practice much for this tourney.
Sure, but you apparently you PB'd and got a 131, so like last race. So thoughts on Alan Turing? I mean, I'm surprised that the commentator didn't know who that was. Have you never heard of the Turing test?
Well, I watched the Imitation Game.
I have no clue what that
So-
is. So you'll want the Imitation Game. It's a film, a biographical thing about him, I guess. I mean, you know he was killed for being gay, right? Oh, sorry, he died
No,
by he
He
did
committed suicide.
he unalived himself.
I
But I
forgot
don't
about
know if
that
I
detail.
do. But you know, like I imagine some people don't believe that. Like a really great person, and then they were like, yeah, no, it doesn't matter, right? You know, that's kind of what's shitty. But he also did a lot, and it's probably like the reason we're using computers right now, right? Like, if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't even be doing this game. This game wouldn't exist. Think about it.
Perhaps, yeah.
Anyway,
Well, now I know. I mean, I know his story. I just don't remember all the names of these people.
okay.
But
Anyway, I'll stop rambling about that. I just when you said who's Alan Turing, I audibly went, how does this guy not know who Alan Turing is? But again, you know, it's not like a random celebrity either, is it? So it's like that's why I'm. Anyway, yeah, I'll stop ranting. Being, do you want to say anything?
Did you all enjoy the cutscene?
yeah, yeah. Been a while since I watched that.
I figured no one else was gonna do it, so figured might as well just show off the cutscene. It's only
I mean, I feel
55
like
seconds.
you knew you were gonna like catch up anyway. See, so
Nah, not necessarily. Just felt like it just was one of those runs I just didn't really care that much. So I just kind of
okay,
had fun
it's
with
fine.
it. Right, like
Maybe I should learn Out of Bounds for the next 5 years. I will. Fine. I mean, it's probably not as bad as it used to be, right? Like seeing as people pull it off pretty well in like races, it can't be that bad if once you practice.
it's all right. I need
Especially
to
at 60
practice the
FPS.
7-3 lineup because I
I don't
apparently
even
have
know.
forgotten it.
I don't even know what the current strats are. Like, is it to jump out of bounds over the bridge at one point
It depends
through
on
the graveyard?
kind of FPS and like what level you're at.
Race
And
in
like
9 minutes. It's
oh,
fine.
there's a
Yeah,
race in
sorry.
9 minutes.
We're
I
finishing up anyway.
yeah,
Just talking about how I can improve. Probably better coin routing.
going
Like,
on.
I do get every commentator is like, wow, they have a lot of coins at this point. And then at the end of the game, I basically just have enough. But it's probably just CPS problem, right? Like, probably get some somewhere else is what I should be doing.
And I feel like
Yeah.
everyone says I have low coins. Yet most of the time my coins turn out fine.
I'm still
Yeah, I
not sure
was.
about. Oh, by the way, yeah, NASA badge is from watching their stream for an hour during. I think it was takeoff, and then when they reached the other side of the moon, which was yesterday, and then I think when they like arrive back on Earth. So if you haven't got it, you've got one more chance, and it also gives you an emote, which I can't. Where is it? There it is. Might as well just add it to my collection. It's insane that we live in a world where you can get a NASA drop on Twitch, right? Just make sure you tune into the NASA. What are you getting? I'm getting my WoW drops, COD drops, Overwatch drops. What are you getting? NASA drop? But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'll learn out of bounds at one point. I just didn't want to learn out of bounds in the middle of like a tournament and seem like I was sandbagging. Like, oh, just do terribly for the other bit and then just wipe the floor, right? But that's not going to have happened because both of my races so far have done out of bounds. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if the last racer also did out of bounds, but I don't think I'm going to check. I'm just going to find out. Please do
Yeah,
that. Someone said. I mean, I've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to do it. So I do the race on Saturday. And I don't know if I'm going out on Saturday beforehand, so I've obviously got I've got something to do before Friday as well. I'll see. Maybe I should try and learn it, and if I mess it up, I just do inbounds. It's not like losing it is the end of the run. Like I'm so used to when I did like GTA games where sometimes you can get busted and whatnot or wasted, and it's kind of just the end of the run because you can't restart the mission and you just lose a load of shit. It's really hard to recover from. But Simpsons Hit and Run is just reset the mission. Maybe coins is the problem, but like busted only gets rid of 50 coins, right? So, what are these emotes in chat? Anyway, we should get going.
not-
Next
Yeah,
race is
let's get out of here.
in 6 minutes,
The
so I
next
assume
race
they're
can
getting
start.
ready. Is it the same restreamer or is it someone else?
I don't know.
Also, did your stream stay stable in the end?
I don't know. Someone else would have to tell me. It
Well,
seemed pretty
the
stable. I
commentator
don't
will
know.
be able to tell you.
It looked pretty fine. There was some lagging, but nothing crazy though.
Yeah, I think
Not
That's fine.
later on it stabilized.
If you got a PB, you've got local recording anyway, so it's fine.
I definitely didn't PB. That's the 136 is not a PB.
Anyway, next race is Ty Vuzzle and Aventral, who is. Aventral is restreaming this, right? Yeah, so they
Yeah.
are the next racer, so I don't think they're doing the restream unless they're restreaming
Yeah.
themselves. If there's another restreamer, I guess they're getting set up. So see you guys later. Just hang around and you'll get another race. You don't have to go anywhere.
Yep.
All right.
Bye.
GG's.
Bye bye.